When I visit congregations on Sunday mornings, I take the bishop's staff with me. It's a symbol of the office of the bishop. And during the worship service, I invite young people from the congregation to come join me and put their hands on the bishop's staff. And then I step away and I let them hold it. I tell the congregation that I do this because I want to make those young people part of my ministry. The spirit and the energy that they bring to our churches is vital. And that's why I'm glad that the Northeastern Pennsylvania Synod has a youth ministry in the form of Lutheran Youth Fellowship. The Lutheran Youth Fellowship gives young people in our congregations not only a place and a time to have fun and be in fellowship, but more important, it gives them a way to develop their leadership capacities for their congregations and for the future.
So I'm Craig Babcock, a member at Freedom's Lutheran Church in Oldie, Pennsylvania, and I'm a college student going to Binghamton University. I'm a sophomore, and I was actively involved in the LYF through high school, and I'm still involved in the Northeastern Pennsylvania Synod at different levels and in different organizations. So the LYF was one of the biggest church organizations, I think, in my church experience. It certainly helped me the most and left the biggest impact, I think. I created some of my best friendships there. One I still have a very strong friendship with, and I can consider her one of my best friends. LYF, it opened doors for me. It allowed me to meet people that I don't think I ever would have met otherwise. And I think it really developed my leadership abilities and opened that door into leadership. As an Eagle Scout, I already had a prior experience in leadership, but the LYF sort of gave me a different side to that, and I think really helped develop the person I am today, person that I think I like, and I kind of attribute that to LYF and the people that I met and the leadership that was given to me there and the friendships I met and that allowed me to develop that leadership. And last summer I helped to set up the World Hunger Lock-In, which was a 24-hour famine experience, just allowing people to see what world hunger is and what's happening through the world, around the world. And so I helped to set it up and get it together, and I was mainly involved at the connection building level of it, and I helped to set up a Skype event where we Skyped a person who is currently a missionary in Africa, and we talked to her, and everyone at each of the locations was able to talk to her and ask questions and have their questions answered. And I found that experience just to be fulfilling and exciting, and to be able to talk to somebody in Africa. We also talked to a person at the ELCA who is in the Global Missions Department, and we talked to him and at the same time as talking to the person in Africa. And to have that communication happening and to be able to listen to their experiences and how excited they are about global mission and just that sort of thing is what LYF really brought to me. And the World Hunger Lock-In was one of those events that I was really excited about and just had fun putting together, have fun doing, and it's one of those events that I will remember for LYF and what it was.
My name is Ashley Walker. I am a member of Hope Lutheran Church in Reading, Pennsylvania, and I am a senior at Reading High School. I also am the multicultural youth rep at LYF, and at the gatherings they have like dances, they have like getting acquainted games, which are also gags. There are like swimming and basketball and all different kinds of stuff. We worship together on certain days. It's basically just a retreat from your regular life, and like you make new friends and meet new people. It's lots of fun. You're missing out just like sitting at home doing absolutely nothing. Like, you can make new friends in case you don't have any, or if you want more, or if you're tired of the regular friends. Like, you can find more friends, closer relationship to God. You can like become closer with people. And, like, you won't be judged, so you can do whatever you do regularly and, like, be accepted.
Hi, my name is Daniel Groff from Trinity Lutheran Church, and I'm the current standing VP of LYF. In case you don't know, LYF is it brings a lot of the youth from different churches all over the area together, because in other cases we wouldn't really meet each other except at the large events. But when we went to New Orleans this past summer, knowing people from LYF really helped us, and, well, for me at least. But just coming together and getting to know one another and that we're not alone is pretty much what LYF stands for, and it's really nice to have that. I believe it was starting last year, LYF began meeting biannually, so 2 times a year. And it was originally because the first date didn't work out for most people. It didn't really work out, which was Faith-a-Palooza, is what became of that original date. And what it is just getting together so we know each other, so we're not just walking into the actual LYF event blind to who these people are. But we get to meet these other kids from other school districts, other counties, just everywhere, and get to know each other. And then you add each other on Facebook when you get home, and then you just talk to each other, and really getting to know other youth who share your religion. And it's really nice when your church maybe has only 4 or 5 kids, knowing that you're not the only ones there. In June, the entire event happens, and that's where they have these meetings where people vote. And so it's really to get our say into the church, of the entire Lutheran Church. We get to put in our say. So LYF as a whole is trying to get the children, not the children, but the teenagers, the youth, to get a part of the church, because we're a part of the church too, and we have that right to say what we believe. And I believe recently we just passed, not a law, we just passed, we passed something so they could recycle water bottles, and I believe they were using metal water bottles just to help the environment and just to make it a better place, so we're not going to these events using plastic cups and just ruining the environment while talking about all this good stuff. And that idea came from LYF. And so not only are we just meeting each other, we're actually making a difference. So for me, the word faith isn't necessarily about trusting blindly about something that's going to happen. I feel what brings people together in their faith is the fact that they have other people to be with. And when people start to question, it's because they feel alone or segregated. And LYF helps bring people together in that sense. And it just makes it so we don't feel alone. We feel like we're that one body in Christ. We're that one people that can be together to be something more and show God's grace by doing it. To all those kids that aren't sure about whether going to LYF is a good idea, like thinking, oh, it's going to be some cheesy little get-together where they're all going to be singing campfire songs, it's a lot different than that. I mean, honestly, at the beginning of LYF, I wasn't exactly the most social of people, but by the end of it, and like I'm still in it right now, but I can feel myself getting more outgoing, doing more things that I wouldn't have felt comfortable with at all. And there are all the people who were in LYF that helped me become that better person. And without LYF, I would still be just the kid that just kind of separates himself because he doesn't know what to do. And honestly, I think everyone's been in that position, and if you ever felt like that, you should just come at least once and just see what it's like. Just try and make friends and put yourself out there. Put yourself on the line, and you'll never regret it.
Lutheran Youth Fellowship is just one youth ministry of this church. It's a building block, and it leads young people like those whom you've heard to become part of other ministries of this church, like young adults in global mission. And recently, the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America had a national youth gathering in New Orleans where nearly 36,000 young people came together. These are ways in which this church can help young people develop their faith, develop their commitment to this church, and develop leadership qualities in them that will sustain the proclamation of the gospel well into the future. Please be mindful of that as you think about your 2013 commitment to mission support.